So today's video is going to be about Coolio, and this video is going to be very interesting because I'm going to prove that Coolio's death was 100% scripted because he was obviously just a character for the world stage. So make sure you guys watch this video all the way to the end because I found so many connections in gematria. But before we get into all of that, I want to talk about his other characters because Coolio is most known for his biggest song, Gangsta's Paradise, right? And Gangsta's Paradise is predictive programming.
As I walk through the valley of the shadow of death.
And this is a screenshot from his music video, Gangsta's Paradise. And when I first saw this picture, I instantly thought it was Travis Scott. And my intuition was right because the more research I did, I ended up realizing that his other character is definitely Travis Scott. So as you guys can see right here, Travis Scott and Coolio look so much alike. And this one is extremely obvious because not only do they look very similar, but Coolio is known for his crazy braids, right? And Travis Scott has always had braids for a very long time, and that's his signature hairstyle. And in this side-by-side comparison, they look so much alike. Coolio literally looks like an older version of Travis Scott because Travis Scott is just a modern version of Coolio. You know, they always recycle these old characters and they create these young characters so that people can keep worshiping them, because you have to think, Coolio is not that big of a character anymore on the world stage. So as soon as his character started dying off, he created this new character, Travis Scott, so that people can keep idolizing the same deity. And in this side-by-side comparison, their head shape is exactly the same. And this one caught me off guard, you know, because I didn't expect him to be Travis Scott. But the more I looked at him, I just kept seeing Travis Scott, and it really started to creep me out. Because both of these characters are extremely creepy. You know, I made a video about Travis Scott last year when he did Astroworld, and I talked about how his character is very creepy, and I was talking about how creepy his character is because he always dresses up like Batman, and he has a bat tattooed on his arm, and there's this fictional creature called Batboy that I put in my thumbnail for this Travis Scott video, and he literally made his own version of Batboy, and he used it for his album cover. And Devon Sade made a video about this, and she showed both of the characters side to side in her thumbnail. So this deity is extremely creepy, and every time I look at Coolio, he looks extremely creepy. His hair looks like horns coming out of his head. You know, these characters are extremely creepy. And Travis Scott always looks like he's dead. In these two pictures right here, he looks dead. And I found this weird picture of Coolio wearing a skirt, so that's kind of weird. And here we got Travis Scott not only doing one-eye symbolism, but he looks extremely creepy right here. He looks like a demon. And Travis Scott has a lot of references to death, and now I can see why, because his base character faked his death. So right here he has a chest tattoo of a flying bird, and it looks like a dove, and that usually represents death. And then right here, not only is he doing one-eye symbolism with the smoke, but he has a cross tatted on his neck. And I talked about this in my recent video about the baby because the cross symbolizes death, and it even matches up with death in gematria. But anyways, let's get back into these side-by-side comparisons. So right here, Travis Scott and Coolio look so much alike. So now that I've showed you guys a lot of comparisons of Coolio and Travis Scott, I'm sure a lot of you guys can see the resemblance. And in my video about Travis Scott last year, I also mentioned one of his other characters, which is Patrick Beverly. So I recommend you guys check out this video. This is one of the biggest videos on my channel. The link to this video is going to be in the description below. So I highly recommend you guys check out this video because I went more in detail on his other character, Patrick Beverly. And I also went in detail about the deity that he is because he's always symbolizing it. You know, like in this picture right here, he has his mouth wide open just like this Batboy. And he always dresses up as Batman for Halloween. I wouldn't be shocked if he dresses up as Batman again for Halloween next month. So yeah, make sure you guys go check out this video because I talked about Patrick Beverly in that video, and it makes perfect sense now because I was wondering who their base character was because Coolio looks so much like Patrick Beverly and Travis Scott. They all have those same creepy eyes, and their hair is very similar as well, and they all have the same head shape too. So this one is not hard to see once you really keep looking at them. So now let's get into the gematria. So I found this picture of Coolio, and he's wearing this Angels jersey, and I noticed the number 22. And that stood out to me because his first name equals 22, and then Travis Scott's first name is Jock, and his name also equals 22 in the full reduction, and died equals 22 as well. So that explains why he has the number 22 on his jersey right here. And then also his first name and died both equal 22, and 68 and 86 in the same cipher. And then dead also equals 22, and his first name equals 41, and dead equals 14. So there's a lot of 22s with this character. And a big connection between Travis Scott and Coolio is their names, right? So Travis Scott's real name is Jock Berman Webster Jr. And Coolio's real name is Artie Leon Ivy Jr. So both of these characters are juniors. So that's a big connection right there. And then also their first names come from France. And then I looked up Travis Scott's first name, and it says Jock is a boy's name of French origin. So both of these characters' first names come from France. So that's a big connection right there. So I found some more 22s because not only does died equal 22 and Coolio's first name and Travis Scott's first name, but I noticed that their other character, Patrick Beverley, is number 22 for the Lakers, and dead equals 22. And then Travis Scott's first name and Coolio's first name have the exact same gematria in 3 different ciphers. So Coolio's first name equals 67, and Travis Scott's first name equals 76 in the same cipher, and then they both equal 22 and 41. So this is major confirmation that Coolio is Travis Scott and Patrick Beverley, because all of their names are connected. You know, here we got Coolio and Patrick, and they both equal 33 in the same cipher, just like masonry. And then Coolio's first name equals 41, Travis Scott's first name equals 41, and Patrick Beverley's last name equals 41. So all 3 of these characters are extremely connected in gematria. And this number 41 is very interesting because death hoax equals 41, and Coolio just faked his death. So this is a major connection. Scott and dead both equal 14, and 14 is a reverse of 41. And then Coolio died in Los Angeles, California. And right here they spelled it Los Angeles, CA. And in gematria, Los Angeles, CA equals 41 in the same cipher as death hoax. So this was definitely another death hoax in Los Angeles. And if you guys notice, a lot of celebrities keep faking their death in Los Angeles. And this is why. Because death hoax and Los Angeles, California have the exact same gematria. So this is why PNB Rock faked his death in LA. And then I also talked about Michael Jackson and how he faked his death in LA. And I have a video on my Patreon about that actress Anne Hesh, because she also faked her death in LA. So I recommend you guys check out that video, by the way. The link to my Patreon is in the description below. Alright, so moving along, another connection with 41. As you guys know, Coolio faked his death on September 28th, 2022. And the numerology of that date is 41. So that's another 41 connection. And now let's read the article. So it says, Coolio's longtime manager, Jarez, says Coolio went to the bathroom at his friend's house, but when he didn't come out after a while, the friend kept calling for him, and eventually he went in and found Coolio laying on the floor. So there's a lot of key words in this article, like his manager, Jarez, and also bathroom, because he died in the bathroom. So bathroom equals 38, just like killing, and they both equal 43 in the same cipher as well. So this is why a lot of celebrities die in the bathroom. You know, throughout the years, there's been so many celebrities that overdosed in the bathroom, or they just died in the bathroom in general. And this death doesn't make any sense to me. You know, they're trying to say that he died from a cardiac arrest, but that doesn't really make sense. You know, they didn't really go into detail about why he died. And they do this every single time a celebrity fakes their death. We never get the full story until weeks later. So I bet a week from now, they're going to explain why he died all of a sudden. But anyways, moving along. I noticed in his bio they said Coolio achieved mainstream success in the mid to late 1990s with his albums It Takes a Thief, Gangsta's Paradise, and My Soul. So keep those 3 albums in mind because I'm going to break them down. So the first one we're going to talk about is My Soul, because his album My Soul matches up perfectly with his manager's name, which is Jarez. They both equal 24 in the full reduction, and then 75 and 57 in the reverse ordinal, and then 30 in the reverse full reduction. Alright, so Coolio faked his death on September 28th, right? Kill equals 28. And Travis Scott's full name, Jock Berman Webster, equals 82, which is a reverse of 28. And then his album It Takes a Thief equals 82 as well. And then Stevie equals 82. And Stevie Wonder is heavily connected to this because Coolio sampled his song Pastime Paradise, and he sampled it to make Gangsta's Paradise, right? And the huge connection here is that Stevie Wonder's song, Pastime Paradise, was released on September 28th, you guys. This connection is insane because this is the song that Coolio sampled for his biggest song, which is Gangsta's Paradise. And Coolio dies on September 28th. And this song was released on September 28th, 1976. So do you guys really think that's a coincidence? You know, that's an insane connection right there. That proves that all of this was scripted and that Coolio's death has been planned for a very long time. So clearly Stevie Wonder is heavily connected to this. So Stevie equals 37, killed equals 37. So Stevie Wonder is definitely going to fake his death pretty soon. So don't be shocked when Stevie Wonder fakes his death, because not only is he connected to Coolio's death, but he's also connected to the word killed. And then Coolio died on a Wednesday in Los Angeles, and Wednesday equals 37, and Los Angeles equals 37. And Coolio is from Pennsylvania, and the abbreviation for Pennsylvania is PA, and PA equals 37. And then the numerology of September 28th is 37, because 28 plus 9 equals 37. And then Travis equals 73, which is the reverse of 37. And then Coolio died on a Wednesday. Wednesday is 44, and kill is also 44. And then Wednesday is also 100. And then Coolio's song Gangsta's Paradise is also 100 in gematria. And then Gangsta's Paradise equals 62. And Stevie equals 26. And Travis and Killed also equal 26 in the same cipher. So Coolio faked his death at age 59. And the numerology of September 28th, 2022 is 59. Do you guys really think that's a coincidence? You know, this is 100% proof that this was all scripted, because what are the chances that he dies at age 59? And when you add up the numbers in the day that he died, it equals 59. And then his full name equals 95, which is 59 in reverse. And this connection right here is extremely creepy because kills equals 63 and 18, right? And he was born in 1963. So you get your 63 right there, and kills is 63. And then he was born on August 1st. And when you write that out, it's 8/1, like 81. And kills equals 18. But not only does it match up with kills, it also matches up with die. So die equals 18 in 3 different ciphers. And his date of birth is August 1st, which is 81. And then die also equals 63. And he died in 1963. So this connection right here is extremely creepy because his date of birth is extremely connected to the word die and kills. So this shows that his death has been scripted from the day he was born, just like every other celebrity. And then his middle name is Leon, and Leon matches up with dies in 3 different ciphers. They both equal 19 in the full reduction. And then Leon is 62, and dies equals 26. And then dies is 71, and Leon is 17. So Travis Scott's birthday is April 30, and Coolio equals 30. So this is a big connection that Coolio is Travis Scott. And then Coolio's real name equals 115, just like killing in the same cipher. And then Coolio's full name equals 174, and killing and rapper equals 74 in the same cipher. And then RIP and his last name Ivy both equal 25 and 20 in the same ciphers. And then his full name equals 66. And homicide and Pat Bev equals 66. And they call Patrick Beverly Pat Bev a lot in the media because Pat Bev is short for Patrick Beverly. And then I noticed that TMZ posted this picture of Coolio, right? And I was wondering, out of all the pictures, why did they choose this picture? And they chose this picture in particular because the number 42 is right here in the background. And homicide equals 42. So this picture right here is predictive programming. And another big connection between Coolio, Travis Scott, and Patrick Beverly is their names, right? Coolio is 6 letters. Travis is 6 letters, and Pat Bev is 6 letters. So all of these characters are heavily connected. And another big connection between all 3 of them is the fact that Coolio died in LA. Patrick Beverly plays for the LA Lakers. And then Travis Scott has a mansion in LA. So all 3 of these characters live in LA. And last thing I want to mention about Travis Scott is the fact that there's literally a fictional character called Travis Scott, and he's an NPC in the game Sims 4. So if you guys ever played Sims 4, he's one of the first NPCs that you see. So I thought it was kind of weird that a fictional NPC in the game Sims 4 has the same name as Travis Scott the rapper. You know, that shows that Travis Scott's name is not original and that he's a fictional character as well. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed all the connections that I found, and I'm glad that I finally found Travis Scott and Patrick Beverley's base character. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to drop a like, share, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow me on Instagram, and subscribe to my Patreon if you're interested in exclusive content that isn't allowed on YouTube. Thank you guys so much for your support, and I'm out.